feel like I have OCD or something. Like the little things like tick me out. Okay. If you tell somebody to do something and then they do it, and you're like, oh,
just
no,
do it.
might
as well do it myself.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, guys. So welcome back to another video. Just wanted to come on here and like share a little story time, a situation that happened to us on Sunday night. It was just kind of like traumatizing and scary. So
it was actually like at the moment I was shocked. Yeah. But I was like, oh my gosh, like
this is real life.
Yeah, is this happening or not? Because like you only hear about it, you don't experience it.
Yeah, like you hear it and you don't think it'll ever happen to you, but this shit is real life. So we're just gonna get into it. So Daesha will tell you what happened.
What happened is that we were filming a video in a parking lot, right? So when we were done with the video, we left the parking lot. We reached the red light, and
the first light.
The first light. There's a car next to us, and there's a guy driving with his windows down, and he kept staring at us, and we looked at him, and we're like, okay, what the heck, right? So as soon as it turns green, Jeannette steps on it, we like drive, whatever, and he's speeding, and he like decides to go behind us.
No, so he like at that
he levels with us.
Yeah, he kept trying to level up, and then he gets behind me, and that's when like I start switching lanes.
Okay, yeah, and then once he levels up with us, he gets behind us. 3 lights down, like we switch lanes to the last lane. There's 3 lanes. We're on the last lane. He goes to the last lane, and we had our blinker on.
I had pause. Sorry, I have to interrupt. But I switched lanes like 2 or 3 times before that, just to make sure that he was actually following us. So I switched lanes to the right. To the left. He switched lanes to the left. Then I switched lanes to the right, that last lane, and then he switched again. So I was like, okay, this is not a coincidence. Like he keeps switching when I switch. And we thought he was gonna turn at that light, and he didn't end up turning. I guess he had just left his blinker on. So
no, wait. Actually, we were gonna turn on that one. So we left it, and then we were like, no. So we didn't. We're gonna go straight. But he left his right blinker on. So we were like, oh, he's gonna turn.
I was like, okay, Jeannette, chill. Like he has his blinker on. He's gonna turn.
Yeah.
So we go. No, this guy follows us, and he's following us. And she's like, oh my god, he didn't turn. Like he's following us, right? So then finally we reach your neighborhood, right? Like the street turning into
the main street to get to the neighborhood.
We get to the main street that goes into
that
her
leads
neighborhood.
to my neighborhood.
Yeah. So we like speed and we like do a quick turn. We
like
go
a
into the
quick
neighborhood,
left and then another left.
This guy is following us still. So we get into the main street, then we go into her neighborhood, and when we go into the neighborhood, we go into the first street in that whole like neighborhood subdivision thing. And she right away parks, turns off her light, turns off her car, and we duck. Well, we're guy
so scared. We were literally in my car, like on the bottom, like freaking.
I thought it was a joke the whole time. Like, this girl always jokes with us. I was like,
saw the real life happening.
I know, but it's because they're just like it so happens. You get me? Like,
yeah,
what
like, if this guy goes into the neighborhood deluxe, or what is it called? Subdivision.
She's seen her at Chick-fil-A.
So he goes into there, and then we're there, and there's a truck coming, and I'm like, okay, there's a truck coming, and then this guy is coming, and she's like, oh my god,
he's circling the neighborhood, like
he went to the whole neighborhood and finally ended up on the street we were in, and he goes right next to us, like we're here, and he's like this, and he goes right here, and she's like, oh my god, I'm gonna call my mom, and I'm like, oh my god,
because you guys were like yelling, like, Jeannette, you need to leave, you need to drive, whatever.
Actually, okay, so we were like parked, and we hid.
We were all scared at
all the phones were down. Like Jeannette was still, because she was on live.
Oh, we're gonna insert the clip right now.
Yeah.
No, what if he follows me to my house? Ah! Okay, never mind. I'm scared.
Oh my god.
He's scary.
He's not even scary.
He's switching lanes. What if he follows me?
He's not gonna follow.
He's right behind me.
Switch to the other lane.
What if he's on my ass?
He's not.
He's my! I swear, you guys, wait! You guys! Wait! No! Wait, you guys are a witness. I'm gonna turn here. No, I'm gonna go straight. You guys, wait, that was a bad idea. He is following us. I switched lanes and
just lose him.
It's all of us 3 and all these people on Instagram.
Anyways, I have my pepper spray, but you guys are witness. Right now, I'm gonna read out the license plate, so someone write it down, just in case we go missing or something, someone has it. Oh my god, I'm actually tripping, you guys.
He's turning, bitch. He has his freaking turning light
He
on.
left it on when he switched lanes, when I switched lanes.
Oh shit.
I'm low-key scared. No? Oh, let's see. I hope he turns.
He's gonna
Okay, he turned. He did fucking
He's
turn.
not turning. He is
my
not
God.
turning.
Let me get on this side. Oh my God.
I want him to so I can tell him to F off.
Oh no. Fuck, I'm gonna get on this one. Never mind. I'm gonna turn on that street.
He's gonna be like, you're trying to play games with me.
Yeah,
What
because
the
you keep
fuck,
switching
bro? Honestly, I'm scared. I don't do that. I'm like, my heart is racing.
Jeannette, chill.
Dude, what
out.
do you mean?
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna follow us anymore. If he turns here, I'm shitting bricks. That's it. If he turns here, I'm driving to the police station.
And then he sees you doing that, and then he's like,
I only have 2 more miles left to pass.
Shut up. This girl, what else she put?
He's turning! Oh my God! No! Fuck no! Oh my God! 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 Oh my God!
Lose him. Fuck. Turning somewhere.
I'm gonna turn off the lights, guys. Turn it off. Dude, guys. No, you're lying.
I swear I saw
Wait.
him light.
That's his car. He's looking for us, you guys. I swear to God. Jeannette! I told you guys. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. I'm not kidding. Why are you guys laughing? Dude, I'm so scared. Dude, I'm gonna call my mom. Dude, I wanna cry.
Look, there's another vehicle there.
Get down. You guys, I'm not kidding. He knows it's a BMW. Like, he knows what I'm driving, you guys. No, he's gonna drive through all the neighborhoods to see my house. Dude, I did, but oh my God. I think I need to get off live. Dude, I'm so scared, you guys. I didn't get dude, I'm ending.
Those people who actually like saw what happened,
shout out to you.
But we were like all like this hiding, and then I see like a light coming this way, and I was like, what? So I peek a little bit, and it's the car, and he like literally drives right by it. I got his hand and he can touch the car, like he was that close. So there's like a little space, and Jenny like real quick turned on the car, and like we booked it, and then like that's when she called her mom, and her mom was already waiting outside for us. So
because I was like 3 streets down from my street, so I called my mom and I'm like, well, like, what do I do? Like, someone's following us. Like, I was like crying like when I called her because I was like freaking the fuck out.
It all
like,
happened
if
so
you would
fast.
have parked in front of me, I wouldn't have been able to leave like as fast. Like, so she's like, you just need to come home. That's the safest place, whatever. And I was like messing with them, not really messing with them, but I was saying like, I'm just gonna drive to the police station, and they would like laugh about it. But I was kind of being serious.
Yeah.
So I told my mom like, no, I don't want to go home. Like, he's gonna know where I live. And she's like, no, like, this is the safest place. So sure enough, I pull up to the house, and right when I pull up, we see the red, like, well, when we had gone on the street, we see the red car
in front of us.
I don't know if he saw like my stepdad on the street,
so he left. Yeah, because we took a left, and he was already in front of us. So we just took a left, and then he like slowed down to see. I think he like was looking to where we were going.
Well, we were behind him, and I
left.
was taking pictures of his car and his license.
I think he
so he was
noticed
like,
that.
"Fuck, I gotta book it."
So we made a police report, and actually today the detective that was working that case called me and told me that it was registered under some name, and some lady, and I didn't recognize her name at all. So he said, he's like, I don't want to scare you, but it's been happening a lot like recently, and he was talking about sex trafficking. He's like, I don't want to scare you, but if we're gonna keep looking into this because it's serious, and if we see anything illegal, then we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Stay aware of your surroundings and stuff. But I've always, like, they know since before this happened. Well, it's because I've had like previous like scary situations like that. So I've always been very paranoid and very aware of my surroundings. Like, anytime I go to like Walmart or something, like at night, I always FaceTime like one of them or someone just as soon as I get in my car, or like while I'm walking in my car. Yeah, I'm just always so paranoid. It's just scary.
And we just wanted to let you know because, well, we're females
aware.
And we're from the valley. So if you're from the valley, be careful.
Yeah, be careful.
Like, watch out. Like, don't think, oh, it's not gonna happen to me.
Because we also read the tweet.
You never know.
Just be cautious, but don't live in fear. Like, don't attract it, because the more you think about it, the more you're just there living in Paranomia, or what's that word?
Paranoia.
Yeah, living in that, and you're just gonna attract it, and you're just gonna kill yourself and eat yourself up like that. So just be cautious, be aware, be smart of your surroundings, but just be positive. Like,
don't be always on your phone. Like, look around. Like,
the first thing I do when I get in my car is I look around and I lock it right away. I lock it, and whenever I'm putting gas or whatever, I leave it locked. Or when I just unlock like my door when I unlock my car. Like, I only unlock my door. I don't unlock like all four, because there was this story. It happened here in the valley as well. This lady, she was pumping gas, and she was already like done with her whole gas thing, her whole transaction, whatever. And then the attendant kept saying, "Ma'am," like on the speaker thing, "Ma'am, you need to come inside. Something was wrong with your card." She's like, "What do you mean? I already put gas. I'm done. Like, it's fine. It worked." He's like, "No, ma'am, something's wrong with your card. You need to come inside right now. Please come inside." So she ends up going inside, and he's like, "Ma'am, don't look. Don't be scared. I saw someone get into your car while you were pumping gas. A guy got into her back seat, and he had already called the cops." He's like, "Don't worry, I already called the cops. I notified them. They're on their way." So they got there, and sure enough, they arrested the guy that was in her back seat. So that was just our little story time of the situation that happened with us.
It's been,
y'all just need to stay aware of
Yeah.
your surroundings. That's just really the point of this video.
yeah, be safe out there.
Yeah, be safe.
Have your friends' locations. Have your parents' locations.
So the tip on the
You click your home, your lock button 5 times, and the SOS emergency pops up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It says right there.
And then SOS, but I ain't gonna do it right now.
Like, ever you need it, and you're in a situation where you just have your phone and you're struggling doing something, like running, anything, you just do it 5 times.
So thanks for hearing our TED Talk.
Yeah.
Is that a TED Talk? Thanks for hearing our Cap Talk. We hope y'all enjoyed. We hope y'all made it to the very end.
Yes.
Y'all have a nice night.
Yes.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
We love you.